Welcome to the latest installment of Competition Plus Audio Magazine. Hi, I'm Kathy Fisher, and we're going to try not to get bit today by the gator. Hey, Terry McMillen, how you doing?
Hey, good morning. We're doing great. It's getting right here in between races, getting ready to head to Atlanta, and looking forward to getting there. I got a lot of redemption to make up for.
Well, I tell you what, Terry, you know, as I've watched your career here over the past several years, I mean, you have just been absolutely on fire in all the things that you've been making happen, all the things that you've been doing and going through, not only in, you know, in your personal life, but out there on the racetrack. And I'd like to actually go back just a little bit and talk about what was it like going from being in Top Alcohol Funny Car and IHRA to doing what you're doing today?
Well, you know, it's certainly a big change. I mean, IHRA was great. I love IHRA. I still do to this day. However, you know, the one dream that everybody has, I think, is making it to the primetime show, and certainly going to NHRA is that. And it's looking back at it, I'm having more fun today at the racetrack than I've ever had in my life. I mean, I'm signing somewhere between 2,500 and 3,000 hero cards a weekend, taking pictures with all kinds of friends, and just meeting a lot of new friends and becoming family members. I mean, today with Facebook and Twitter, it's just amazing, you know, the transition that those two organizations have brought to racing, and certainly has helped our career as well.
Well, and when I mentioned all of the things that you've gone through personally, you've actually had some different surgeries over the years when it came to your eyes. Tell us about that.
Well, I was using a product, and the product damaged my cornea in my right eye. And from that, I've had 8 different surgeries on my right eye. I've had a cornea transplant, lens transplants, and just all kinds of different surgeries trying to get vision back so that I can maintain a competition license. You have to be able to see a minimum 20/50, and you know, so it's taken a lot of work to get it to that point. And actually, when I get back home from Kansas City, which is back to back with Atlanta and Kansas City, I will be going to the surgeon in Chicago to have them look at the eye and to see if there's anything else we can do with it, if there's any more tweaking that they can give me so that I can see just a little bit better.
Well, you know, Terry, and you've been going through that for, we're not talking about over 6-7 months or a year. You've been dealing with that for quite a few years.
Yeah, it's been years, and you know, again, it's just like everything else. You find the right doctors, and you surround yourself with the right people, and they certainly, you know, even though it's been, you know, 3, 4, 5-year deal, it's the right people have been in place to help me get back to the racing industry, and I didn't even miss a race, and that was the really cool part about it. Much to their chagrin in some cases, because sometimes they just really didn't want me to do something, but then, you know, I'm pretty hard-headed, and I'm going to do what I want to do. And
we know that.
I'm going to go out there and race.
And, you know, when you mention surrounding yourself with the right people, you have always seemed to be able to do that, and not only with your team, but your team of sponsors as well, including Amalie Oil and UNOH this year. You know, tell us a little bit about some of your sponsorship relationships.
Well, it's you know, very unique. I've been with Amalie Oil 12 years, and in this industry, I mean, that's pretty unheard of anymore. I mean, only, you know, a few people, the John Forces and the Kenny Bernsteins, you know, they've had long-term sponsorship, you know, agreements with people. Typically a 3-year deal. They're usually in the motorsports for 3 years, and then they go to a different venue. But we've been very blessed with Amalie Oil staying on board with us. We continue to work with them and grow their business, and they continue to prosper from it. And I think as long as that win-win deal takes place, you know, the Amalie Oil car will always be in my group. So it's kind of cool. And then, you know, certainly the exciting part was signing the University of Northwestern Ohio. What a great organization. You know, we started interviewing kids, and I went to different locations and looked at different schools out there that the children had a chance to go to. And at the end of the day, you know, it just boiled down to, you know, University of Northwestern Ohio was the place to go. The kids coming out of there were really knowledgeable. I think in NHRA right now, there's something like 20-some kids that graduated working in NHRA Top Fuel professional teams. And I know that they're really big in the NASCAR side. I think they had 30 kids down there in Daytona 500. So that's a compliment to the school, and certainly it's a compliment to our program as well, because one thing about it, we really try to go after fine marketing partners that we feel that we can both build a long-term relationship. And, you know, I've been blessed with Market Flat Out and, you know, everybody that's been with us forever. And it's just a blessing.
Yeah, it's just a big family for you guys when it comes down to it.
It's a big family. it is. I mean, we pass birthday cards back and forth, and it's just like having big brothers and big sisters. But then that's the way it's supposed to be. I mean, I want them to feel comfortable when they come to our pits or our racetrack and hang out and see what we do, and they want me to feel just as comfortable when I go to their place of business. It's been a win-win deal. I mean, we plan on growing. We're certainly looking at putting a second car on with Austin. He has his license now. We have the car ready to go. Pretty much, we're just looking for a little bit of funding, and hopefully within the near future, we're going to be able to roll something out, and maybe never be as big as the Don Schumachers or the John Forces, but certainly have two cars out there that we could better our chances and have better information, because it's just really tough being a one-car team and going out there and competing against the teams that have multiple cars and are getting multiple data every time they go down the track.
Absolutely, and soon, Terry, you're going to be doing all this. Well, you're going to be pretty in pink in the dirt? What's up with that?
Yeah, I don't know. It's, Steve Farmer from the University of Northwestern Ohio. He's been wearing me out about pink shoelaces last year, and I had to wear them, and now he's even made it even worse for me, because now he says, okay, well, I'm going to fix you up, brother. He says, because you didn't wear your shoelaces all weekend long, because I had to put my driving shoes on, and I can't put pink shoelaces in driving shoes.
No, because unfortunately they don't have the fire retardant one, so.
Yeah, and he didn't understand that. So his payback to me was that he's going to put me in a pink car with a pink fire suit and go out there and just the awareness for breast cancer. It's a great program. It's a compliment to University of Northwestern Ohio for being part of that. Kenny Wallace is coming in as well, and him and I are going to mix it up a little bit on the dirt. And what I'm hoping for is that my pink suit at the end of the day is still pink, because if he's behind me, I'm not going to get muddy. And that's the way I have to look at it. So I'm just going to go out there and try to keep my suit clean, and then I'm going to hang it on the wall and frame it and hang it on Steve Farmer's wall in his office, and then just come over and visit and just say, here you go.
Yeah, I think it's absolutely great. Not only is it fun, Terry, but it is, like you said, for a fantastic cause. And I have one more question for you. I know that you've been through some things with your knees. Were you trying to be a little maybe youthful here lately?
Well, I tell you what, you got to do everything you can to keep up with these young guys. But Jim is calling me as the bionic man. I mean, I'm having more and more non-traditional parts put in my body to make them work. And I guess if I can keep doing that, I mean, I might be able to live to be 150 and look 90. I don't know.
Nice.
It's all been good. I mean, my knees are getting better. I've had both knees replaced in November. I got up and walked on Monday into therapy with no cane, no walker. The pain was so much less than what I had. And then we had to go back in and remove, there's a bag around the kneecap, and they had to remove that bag. And that one was a little more painful than before. It's coming around. I actually tried to run a little bit last night on the first time. Now, run, I mean, that's maybe a couple quick steps. I did about 40 of them, and it felt pretty good. It just, hurts a little bit. It's still tender, and they told me a year, but it's a year for everybody else. Maybe I can knock it down to 6 months and be ready to go.
Well, I tell you what, Terry, with all that you do and how you're out there and you handle so much of all of this for your team yourself. I mean, you do surround yourself with some great folks, but it just amazes me how you do it all.
Well, you just don't sleep. I mean, you got plenty of time to sleep when you're dead. And like I said, I've been surrounded by great people. Austin and Tad run the shop, and Austin's basically the car chief at 23 years old. He's come a long way. Jim and Corey work on the marketing side of the business with me now, and there's not enough hours in the day, and we have some really good things in the works here that I'm really excited about to complement what we're doing, and maybe they'll allow us to run that second car full time, and it's just never quit working and be persistent. I have this motto that persistence outweighs resistance, and certainly it's paid off for us, and hopefully it can continue to pay off, and we can continue to grow this. Our operation into the NHRA world and go out there and get us a championship and just go out and have fun.
Well, if anybody's got the gumption to do it, Terry, you do, and you do it in style. And the Amalie Oil UNOH Top Fuel Dragster, I wish you guys nothing but the best at Hoosier Thunder Motorsports. And thanks for joining us here on Competition Plus.
Well, I appreciate you and Bobby having me on. It's definitely an honor, and I really, really do thank you for that. And good luck in your racing endeavors. I just seen your little video out there. It looks pretty sweet. Guys are doing well. Cars coming around, first time out. So it's going to be exciting. You guys got a good year underneath your belt going.
Oh, well, thank you very much. It's going to be interesting, as usual, or we wouldn't do it.